All right, what's going on YouTube? It is Devin with Redfin. So this is a video you guys have been asking me for. This is the video with the questions for the associate agent position, the interview questions with Redfin. So I'm gonna go, it's about 7 questions. Little heads up, it is a one-way interview, meaning that you have to have a camera and that basically you just talk into the camera. And then that gets sent off to the recruiter, and the recruiter will go through, watch the video, make sure you're giving the right kind of answers. Redfin is really customer service based and technology based. So if you can center your questions and or your answers really around those 2 things, I mean, you're probably a shoo-in for the job. They really want to know that you can take care of the customers, I mean, that's basically what everybody wants to know, but they want to know that you're able to do it, able to take care of customers, put them first. Customer service is very important to Redfin. So without further ado, let's get started with the questions. So the first question they have is, why does real estate interest you? Now this one can go kind of a couple different ways. This one's more personal, so you can say, like for me, it's just about kind of building wealth further down the road. And then it was a little more personal. So what I said, I think in my interview, was that, you know, my family moved around a lot, so we rented a lot. So being able to help people find a house and stay in one house, I know that's their dream, and that's really why I got into real estate, is to kind of be an aid along that process. So yeah, question number 2. Give an example of a time you had to learn a new technology. What was it? And then how did you go about learning it? Now, before real estate, I was management in retail. So of course I kind of spun that off with the retail management, just some of the devices and things like that there. And then when I joined Keller Williams, that's where I first started. I kind of spoke into using CRMs and that sort of stuff for the first time, and using it to build a database, however you want to pronounce it, for real estate. And then just kind of reiterated that it took practice, it took getting to learn the systems, the models, and all that sort of stuff. Third question. All right, give an example of a situation with an unhappy customer or client, and what did you do to make the situation better? All right. Of course, everybody really wants to know kind of how you handle difficult situations. This one, I forgot what I put. I mean, I've had a lot of retail, experience. It's really just kind of figuring out what the customer wants and then figuring out how you're going to get them there. And that's kind of how I explain my processes. I ask the customer, what are you trying to achieve? What makes the situation right to you? And then I figure out how I can get them there. And that really helps make for a great customer service experience. That's really what they're kind of looking for that one. Next question is going to be, what is your favorite part about the Redfin app or website? Now, they do preface you beforehand to be familiar with using the app, using the website, and this is why. So with this question, there's what's called a hot home feature. This means that Redfin's algorithm has triggered this home to be predicted to sell faster than the other homes in the area based on what people are searching for in their search history. And that could be a number of bedrooms, it could be the price range that it's in, it could be the location, the square footage. There's a lot of factors that kind of really go into that. But the hot home feature will take a new kind of listing and push it forward, so it gets prioritized in the algorithm. And so you may log into the Redfin app and see this home right there in your face every time you come out, and that's going to be why the algorithm is pushing the homes that they think are going to sell faster, and whatnot. So that's a great one. I use the My Home example. So there's a My Home feature in which Redfin, when you purchase a property, it gives you a projected amount of basically growth of the, how much value. There we go. The home estimated value has grown since purchasing the home. We purchased our home about 2 years ago, right before COVID happened. And so like we were able to see the purchase price of the home, but now the projected value, it takes the comps of the homes that have sold around us, and gives you a nice, it's quite in line estimate of what if you were to sell right now, what you should list your home at. May not be exact because of course you have to go through and like show the condition of the home, but it gives you a good idea that based off what has sold recently and your area and your location, this is what you could potentially get. All right, so the next one. Tell us about a time you have gone above and beyond to help a customer's needs. I mean, this should be standard, easy. Just say something where you did like a phenomenal job helping them. Number 6, if you could change one thing about the real estate industry, what would it be? Now this one, it can go a couple different ways. What I said is that the entry level is like way too low, and it really kind of damages the reputation of the industry when you get agents that don't know what they're doing. So I kind of mentioned that I would raise kind of the standards, or at least, require more work to be done, as opposed to, just a 60 or 90 hour class and taking an exam. So I think that's all I really said about that one. And I kind of leaned into, the customer side, where if you get someone that just kind of skates through and they don't really truly understand the real estate industry or the processes, that it can really hurt people financially. And then, the sales of the homes, it hurts your reputation, it hurts that brokerage reputation. So just raising the standard. And the final question is, why are you interested in working with Redfin? Why do you think the AA opportunity is good for you? Now this one, I wish I had a video, something like this, so I knew a little bit more. I had a friend that worked as an AA, so that kind of helped. But basically, this is a great position if you're really looking to start real estate, or like, let's say you do a couple deals a year, you're looking for something to get far more involved, help people a lot more, and you really think that this is your kind of niche in real estate. Maybe you don't like doing the sales, and that aspect of it, you're able to go through and work for a company that will actually pay you it's about every 15 to 17 days. It depends on your banking institution and things like that. But, you have 2 pay periods, the 1st to the 15th, and the 16th through the end of the month. So, I mean, that's a plus, as opposed to waiting 30, 45, 60 days for a deal to close. And just the AA opportunity, it just helps you build. This is like a stepping stone, like a pivotal point for most new agents or agents that, may not close a whole lot of deals or things like that. It gives you a foundation to kind of grow. And then you could decide that, hey, I love Redfin, I love what they're doing, and look to grow within the company, because they do offer salaried positions, and just kind of opportunities from there. So, yeah. So those are all the questions. Now, with tomorrow being March 1st, I am going through, and from the 1st to the 15th of that pay period, I'm kind of updating you guys just really how much you can expect to earn. So a quick projection, this current pay period, I'm sitting at about $1,300. I think by the end of the day, I should cross like $1,400. It's been a slow week, last week. Previous pay period, I was at about $1,750. That one was a little bit more busier. But this next 2 weeks, I take time off kind of between there. So this next 2 week period, I'm really going to try to bust out the tours, kind of show you guys the real earning potential. I know that's what a lot of people are asking for. Because, you know, if you're going to transition this, you want to know how you can do it. You know, if you need to allocate full-time, part-time, that sort of thing. This position, they do have a lot of people that work like a 9 to 5. Like, we have a lot of teachers in the summer, specifically. They kind of work their teaching job, and then in the evenings or when school's out for summer vacation, they'll go and actually show houses and kind of supplement their income. So, I mean, there are a bunch of different options. So if you like this information and, you know, if you feel like you want to apply, I will put my email address. I can send you a link directly. It's a referral link, and it will take you directly to the like the information page to fill out to submit an online application and get your interview started. I'll put my email address down there. Feel free to shoot me an email. I'll respond, or if you want to leave one in the comments, I'll respond to you that way. All right. Thank you. Bye.